What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Brandon Lester Fishing. Another beautiful day out here, man. We've been having some beautiful weather here lately. It cooled off a couple of weeks ago. We had some nights where it actually got down and we had the first couple of frosts of the year, and then now it's kind of warmed back up. It's getting down into the low 50s at night and high 70s in the day. So beautiful crappie fishing weather, and the bite's been really good. So we're back out here today. We're gonna kind of peck around and see what we can find, fish some water that I have not fished in quite a while. So y'all come along with me. Let's go catch a few crappie. Y'all stay tuned. There's one. Found some fish under a dock right here. There's another one. They got loaded under there. I mean, they're hitting it on the way down. They're fairly small crappie, but crappie nonetheless. I feel like we'll get a big one if we sit here long enough. Another one. I mean, it's every throw in there. This is a little bit better one right here. That one would be a keeper. He ain't no big one. He'd be a keeper. I may keep a few later on, I don't know. Don't look like we're gonna have any trouble catching them today, so I may keep a few after a while. Right now I'm too busy catching. I'm just throwing it in there. I got a real light jig head on. Look at, you hit it on the fall. This is a better crappie right here now. He's about the same as the last one. Now when I go in there this next time, I want y'all to watch my line and watch them thump it on the way down. Pretty cool. Been a while since I ran across a school that was this aggressive. Huh? Yeah. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Where would you go to catch 1 or 2 bass?
1 or 2 bass?
Yeah, I just want to make it worth it coming all the way back. I drove 4 hours. I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to come one time because my dad told me that him and my papa come down here and they used to come and have a lot of fun. And I was like, I'm going to come one time before we sell this boat.
Yeah. You been back to the back of the creek back there under the bridge?
I just came back here, but
Yeah.
I haven't went back that far yet.
So go on back, go under the bridge. When you go under the bridge, turn to the right.
Okay.
And when you get back there to the back, I hadn't been back there this year, but when you get back there to the back, there's usually some matted milfoil back there. You should be able to catch one on a frog. I've caught them on a frog in there before. And you can catch them swim jigging in there too.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, I've never been this late.
Yeah.
But
Where are you from?
Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Gainesville.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. You fish Lanier and all that? Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah. I mean, I hadn't bassed. I'm just crappie fishing. There's a huge school of crappie under there. That's what I'm catching. But yeah. Jay, you give it a try and see how you do.
Yes, sir.
I hope you catch one. Y'all, that was pretty neat. That young man, I'm sitting here. I just found this big school of crappie and I threw in there and a fish broke my line. I hit one of those columns in there. So I was sitting down here to retie and I noticed this boat idling up to me. The young man asked me, he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Well, yeah." He said, "I drove 4 hours and 15 minutes to fish this lake. Where can I go to catch 1 or 2 bass?" So I asked him where he was from, and he told me he's from, I've been to that part of the country where he was from. He's every bit of 4.5 hours from home. Drove all the way over here to try to catch him some bass. So I told him, there he goes right there. I hope he catches a whole boatload of them. Nice young man. You could tell he's been struggling his butt off, and he drove a long way, so hopefully he'll go catch him some. I believe in helping people when you can. There's one. Another decent little old keeper. There's another one. There's a cross member in there, and I'm having to be real careful, or they'll get me on it. Man, there's a pile of fish in there. They ain't monsters, but they sure are good little keepers. And they fun too. Been a while since I got to catch them shooting docks, especially cast after cast like this. There he is. That's a crappie. They ain't just everywhere today. I'm gonna keep me a few of them today, maybe about 15 or so. They only got to be 9 inches. I'm in Alabama today. They only got to be 9 inches down here, and typically I don't keep a 9-inch crappie because you don't get a whole lot of meat off of them. But I'm gonna keep some today because we're having a little get together and I want to cook some fish. So just fishing brush piles in about 12 to 15 feet of water. This particular one's in about 13 foot. There he is. Another decent crappie. Oh yeah, that's more like it right there. Come on up in here, boy. That will work. There we go. Well, there's a pile of them in there. And we're gonna eat good. They ain't no giants, but I guarantee you they're gonna eat good. All right, we're out on the main river now. The water's pretty darn dirty out here, so y'all don't see me throw these real loud colors a lot, but I'm fishing in about 18 foot of water. There's a lot of current out here on the main river, and a lot of color in the water. It's not necessarily muddy color, it's just a real chalky kind of a green color. So I'm having to throw something that really shows up pretty well, and I'm having to throw a pretty good bit of weight too. I went to a number 4 split shot, and I've got a 1/32 eye hole jig head on there. And I think that color crappie magnet is called Therapist. So I've basically beefed up everything. I've got the original crappie magnet on there, the bigger size. I usually throw the trout magnet, but I've had to beef up everything a little bit. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, there's one all over it. Get it. I had a piece of grass on it. It's the reason why he didn't get it. Basically, I've had to beef up everything to get them to bite. Going back to what we talked about in the last video, if they can't see it, they're not going to eat it. You've got to get it to where they can see it. A lot of these fish are sitting down under these stumps and stuff, so I mean, you got to remember, down there in 18, 19 feet of water, it's pretty dark down there. So you want something that those fish can see, and you want to call them out. Got one. Boy, he chased it way off of that stump. Come up there and got it. That's a good one too. Ain't nothing wrong with that one. Several sitting here on a stump right out on the main river channel. There's so much current out here today, and it's hard to present your bait and get it down there to the fish. I'm having to throw up in front of what I'm trying to fish and let the bait drift into it. It's coming by it really fast. Those fish don't have very much time to think about it. They either bite it or they don't. There we go. Oh, they finicky about biting. It's all right though, because we're gonna get them. That's just what we do. We are gonna get them. Got that one on a solid chartreuse trout magnet. I'm having to throw something that they can see today. Water's got color to it. A lot of current. There we go. Come on up here, crappie. How wide that fish is, sitting down there in that 15, 18 foot dirty water, bleached out. You know, see my bait going down on that stump right there. I'm just gonna come right over the top of it. Most of them crappie are either sitting under that stump or right on the back side of it. Most of them right on the back side, right in that little current break. I got you, sucker. It's gonna be a good one to end it on right there. Get up in here. Pretty one. There's a bunch of them down there. They tricky to get the bite, but I tricked out. Let's throw him in there. I got about, I'm gonna say 15 or so good keepers in there. It'll make me a good little mess. I'm going to the house. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that one, man. That was a lot of fun. Caught, I don't know, 20 or 30, and I was out here maybe 4 hours actual fishing time. So a little bit different conditions than what I expected. A lot of current out here on the main river. Had to play around with some different colors, look at some different stuff, but we ended up catching enough for supper, and that's what I set out to do today. So couple different ways to catch them. Man, life is good for a crappie fisherman. I hope they're biting where you are. We'll see you next time right here, Brandon Lester Fishing.